It's true. You're wounded. You're not weak. No, do not say that to yourself. Please. I'll tell you why. Because I know exactly what you're going through. I have the same issues. When you find yourself feeling that you're weak, that's not what's going on. You're wounded. You have had things in your life, traumas in your life that have affected you, and when you go to war, they call it PTSD. And when you have a long, crappy childhood, they call it CPTSD. That means complex. That means that over a course of a long period of time, there have been intermittent challenges or traumas that have caused you to feel like you're never enough, you're not perfect, you're not special, you're not capable. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. It makes you feel vulnerable, which makes you feel weak, but you're not. You're just like a wounded soldier, military person, government person, whoever you want to pick, cotton picker, I don't care. You're wounded. You need to be healed. That's the case. The dog on the floor making all that noise does not need to be healed. He's loved. You need to be healed. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is really important to me to share this with you because I know what it's like to be a wounded warrior. When you've fought through your childhood and every survival skill you could possibly come up with, it makes you look at life differently. It certainly does for me. For me, I've never really had any interest in earning money. I've made enough to take care of my children, but that's never really been an issue for me. If I've got enough to feed, that's enough. To take care of clothes, feed, the basics. Because what really matters to me is being there for others who've gone through what I've gone through. I'm wounded. Does that mean that you've not done anything to ease the pain? No, of course not. It means you've probably tried all kinds of things. I started with cigarettes, and I was so hooked for so long. And then I tried wine and vodka. Yeah. It only helped for a very short period of time. I'd fall asleep and wake up in 2 hours. I'd have less of frustration as I'm sitting on the couch in the evenings, but then I'd still have the problems the next morning that I hadn't resolved. I hadn't resolved what was going on, and that's what I had to do. I began to search and search and search for answers. Why on earth did I always marry alcoholics? Because that's what I was grown up with. I grew up with an alcoholic mother who was very abusive. They were also very abusive. Why on earth did I choose to really, really bust my butt to get a PhD so that I would better understand disabled kids? Well, because one of the reasons that people are disabled is because of their own physical, mental, and emotional pain. It's hard to believe, but it's true. I was 5 when I came down with rheumatic fever. Friends of mine, some had polio, and there was polio going around like crazy, but I caught rheumatic fever, and I don't know of anyone else who caught it. Nobody else in my neighborhood that I know of. I know I had a friend in an iron lung, but I caught rheumatic fever. And not did I just catch it for a month or so, no. 4 years. For 4 years, I was sick. And I had ulcerative colitis, which is also one of those things that you catch catch. You catch because you're wounded. And you're in pain because you're wounded. You know, it's really annoying when you go into the emergency room in so much pain, and you just want somebody to give you a little relief. And somebody comes in with a little bloody finger and everybody runs towards the blood. Yeah, people don't understand the kind of pain that you carry when you have all these things behind you that hurt you, made you a wounded child, a wounded teenager, a wounded adult, and you turn to something, anything, any addiction that you turn to. It really doesn't matter. There's so many. What matters is that you finally recognize it and forgive yourself. Recognize you're not a bad person, you're a wounded person. Just like somebody running into the emergency room with a cut finger. Except they can't see the pain. And that's what makes it so hard. They can't see the pain. I can. I can see the pain. I know because I have the pain. I've had the pain for as long as I can remember. And I've worked hard, really hard, to get over it. Doesn't mean it's gone, but I've worked hard to get over it. And the way I've gotten where I've gotten has been because I'm an academic. If I can see the logic, I can take that path. I check the signs, and if the signs are right, I take that path. And that's what I've done. I've taken the path that worked for me. It may not be the same path for you, but I know that trying to do it by yourself is really tough. And doing it in therapist's office is expensive for money, for time, for aggravation. I don't know how many times I've gone to therapists I just haven't been comfortable with. I haven't really trusted. I haven't felt relaxed. I mean, my whole childhood, I never felt safe. And one of the reasons that a lot of people hang out with other people in pain is because it makes them feel safer, because somebody understands. And that's why I've started an SKOOL called Trauma Caregivers, Summerland Trauma Caregivers, SKOOL. It means a place to go to talk. And I'm not looking to have 8,000 members. No, I'd be real happy if I had 8 people who would come. It's free. You can donate if you want to, but it's free. Come and talk to me about what's going on. Talk to me about what you need. Talk to me about what we can perhaps figure out together. Perhaps we can put together a plan. Perhaps not. Perhaps I send you to several different websites, or I suggest a different kind of therapist, or I suggest a different way of looking at life, or I suggest more activities. There's lots and lots of ways to look at you, because guess what? Those fingerprints are unique to you. And all that's occurred in your life is unique to you, not to anybody else, just to you. So your road to recovery is not going to look the same as anybody else's road to recovery. That's what's important. It will not look the same. But if you trust me, and we talk, and you don't like it, you can walk away. If you do like it, you can come back. It's up to you. What matters is that I've offered it to you. I need purpose. I'm old. I've got things I need to say before I die. And I'd like to say them to you if I can help you. If I can't help you, I won't tell you. I mean, I'll tell you, but I won't tell you what to do because it didn't work. But if it works, it's free. You can find out. Take a chance. What have you got to lose? Except pain, emotional pain, physical pain, mental pain, illness. All of those things come from emotional pain. They do. They just pile up and pile up and pile up. Now, at the end of this video, I'll have all my information on my SKOOL. End of all of the videos that I'm doing on addiction, and there's a lot of them. They say down at the bottom, addiction recovery in little words. Okay, so look for that. Look for a picture of me. It's a pretty nice picture. I think somebody made it look a little better than I look first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening. But what's important is I'm offering you an opportunity to make a decision, to look at yourself as wounded, not weak, not lost, just wounded. Thanks.